Hi everybody, welcome back to Arma 3 in this case, and a quick look at the update to the creator DLC SOG Prairie Fire that came out a couple of weeks ago now. I didn't realise how big this update was at the time. So Prairie Fire is a cDLC for Arma 3, which means it's a community created DLC that you have to pay for, but it's absolutely fantastic. Takes Arma 3 from the near future back into late 1960s Vietnam and recreates the missions of the Studies and Observation Group, the guys that would go behind enemy lines into Cambodia and Laos to see what was going on in the Ho Chi Minh Trail. But it gives you, a massive map which to then create missions on and fight on all this sort of stuff. So then they updated it with the Khe Sanh update, and I thought the Khe Sanh update was they were just adding Khe Sanh to the existing map. No. They have added a whole new map in I think it's the Quang Tri province. So Khe Sanh was a very important military base for the Americans in the Vietnam War, and it was the site of a very famous siege when the North Vietnamese tried to take it over. Which ultimately failed, but eventually I think the Marines left Khe Sanh and it got taken over, and obviously eventually the North Vietnamese did win the war after the Americans pulled out in 72, and South Vietnam fell in 75, I think it was. So this is actually what the Khe Sanh military base looked like in real life. As you can see, kind of you've got the airfield there. Then you've got the different areas, and here's a kind of a picture as well. So if we go into Arma, and then I'm in the editor here, just to give you an idea of this is just the military base. So if I go back to the map, so it's just this very small bit here. We've got all this extra space to run missions in, scenarios, have lots of fun. So it's pretty amazing. So let's go back in and have a look. So if we kind of if I can remember the controls, let's come in and kind of swoop down a bit. There's the famous airfield. Then we've got the base here. The amount of work that's gone into this is absolutely stunning. Got the mountains in the distance. And then what they've also added is an awful lot of extra stuff as well as the map. So will it let me play from here? Because they've added in the US Navy SEALs as well. Very active in Vietnam. And right, okay, they're gonna stay still, you lot. See, there's a frogman there. He's got his stuff on. And these guys I've attached them as one unit. Stop! I should have. Okay, they're off doing their Navy SEAL thing. Oh, can we get close? There we go. We can have a good look at one of them that way. So there's a whole load of skins that you can play as. Very, very cool indeed. They're all off on patrol doing their stuff as they do in Arma. That's very, very exciting. Also, we've got, if we go through the DLC, the new terrain Khe Sanh. Honestly, I thought they just added Khe Sanh somewhere on the map, and I spent about 20 minutes looking for it on the Prairie Fire map. Going, where is it? Then I actually read the notes and thought, wait a minute, this is a whole new map. So there we got the US Navy SEALs. Nice camo. New cars. So 4 civilian cars. There's also the M151 military utility tactical truck. Has received an additional variant that carries the BGM-71 TOW missile launcher, so an anti-tank missile launcher. 4 new static weapons, including heavy naval guns. 9 new weapons, the M63 light machine gun, the M63 Commando, MPU machine gun, submachine gun, Mark 1 underwater defense gun, M1928 Tommy gun, M1A1 Tommy submachine gun, M1A1 Tommy Shorty, M1928 Tommy submachine gun, Scorpion machine pistol, and the bonus is the XM177, XM148 model has been completely replaced with a period correct handguard. Now, the reason, you may say, well, wait a minute, weren't they all using like M16s in the Vietnam War? Well, when in the Special Forces, like in the SOG group or the SEALs, often they would get to choose their own weapons. And when you're on patrol in the jungle, they would often use non-standard weapons. So something like a Tommy gun, which is very reliable and very, very effective at close range, they would use something like this, or they would use captured Russian or Chinese or Vietnamese made weapons as well. So there's that. 5 new helmets plus variants, additional multiplayer scenarios. The Mike Force co-op multiplayer mode is now available to play in Khe Sanh. There's 4 new Zeus multiplayer scenarios for this new terrain, and they've added campaign progress savings and various quality of life improvements. So, if there's one game that I wish I could play more of, I had time of, it would be Arma 3, because this is absolutely fantastic. The fact that they've done this. In fact, let's return to the editor so we can fly around a little bit better. And remember, this is only a small bit of the map we're looking at here. God, I think I'm going to have to do a zombie attack on Khe Sanh scenario, aren't I? So good. Anyway, there we go. Just a quick look at that. And if you're watching this and you're thinking, you know, what is Arma? Should I be investing my money in Arma? I'd say if you've got a PC that can run it. I mean, what I've got here is this is just a Shadow Cloud gaming PC. Arma is a fascinating game. Sometimes I think it's cooler to think about and look at than actually play. Because remember, it's a game from 2013 this game first came out. And it's been iterated on and iterated on ever since. Unfortunately, it never really runs very well. Because I think it just uses like one processor in your cores, which is a bit of a bummer. So you need quite a lot of power to run it. So often it doesn't look that great. But what is fascinating is it is a military simulator. And there's lots of single player stuff you can do. And then you've got the allure of the multiplayer, which leans often very much towards the military simulator side of stuff. So you can join groups and do simulated battles, well, real battles in Arma. You know, people are shooting at each other, and it's a fascinating experience. However, what I would always say is, with Arma, wait for it to go on sale in the Steam sale, and then normally they'll do a package for about £10 to £20, which includes everything. You know, all the DLCs, you know, and then you can get the cDLCs for cheap as well. I think there's 3 at the moment. There's Prairie Fire, and there's an Iron Curtain one, I think. 2 like Eastern European, sort of Cold War era ones. So definitely check those. But definitely Prairie Fire is absolutely worth looking at. Lots of people say it's the best Vietnam game ever made, let alone a mod for a game. And the amount of detail that's gone into it in the research, and just do a search on YouTube for Arma 3 Prairie Fire, and you'll see all these interviews that the developers did with SOG veterans who were advisors on the game. It really is special. So there we go. There's a quick look. I'll hopefully be able to bring you more Arma 3 and Prairie Fire content as we go on. But as you know, I tend to be pushed for time a lot of the time. So, but there we go. A little taste of it there. Cool. So if you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. And I will, of course, see you again soon.